cashier. In the middle of 1950s, a very interesting English science fiction film came. The Incredible Shrinking Man is the name of the movie. The movie starts with the hero, tall, handsome, well-built, successful on all fronts, has a nice family, and later, due to some affliction, he starts shrinking at a fixed given size at specific intervals of time. And the movie is all about the various challenges he continues to face. He becomes small and small and small, where he literally becomes the size of his child, and then becomes smaller than that, becomes the size of his cat, becomes smaller than that. And even a spider looks like a dragon. He keeps falling between crevices, what we don't even know while we walk on the floor. There are innumerable gaps through which he keeps falling, and the movie goes on like that. When I relate that to the spiritual life that many of us seek and have, there's a huge correlation. When we commence the yatra from the first point and move on, thanks to the help of pranahuti from Guru and the cleaning that is done, the prayers that we offer, the faith and surrender that we develop, finally culminating in love and leading to emergence. The journey doesn't look as simple as it is. It's in fact much more daunting, much more difficult than what this movie storyline is all about. Between points, Babaji Maharaj has said that there are network of buffers between points, and each is like a huge crevice. It's possible that while we are moving from one point to another, even a small mistake can let us fall. I'm sharing it so that you get a figurative understanding of what it is. It's even impossible for a person even to move from first point to second point on their own without being perennially stuck in these crevices, also known as the buffers or network of buffers. Other than this, the Guru has the unenviable task of minimum cooperation from many of us. Not only don't we take the help of the Guru, we also think many times that it can manage on its own, on our own rather. Imagine going on a treasure hunt, which many of us would have played in our younger days. If you really know the concept of the treasure hunt, there is a person who sets the puzzle. The person who sets the puzzle is the one who really knows the answers because he has done it before. It's like walking in a military field, and when you enter the enemy's area, in all probability, it's likely to have been fed with what we call as mines. That's why they say a minefield. And even one small move can cost your life. The same is true in the spiritual path as well. In the travel, the only person who knows end to end the complete journey, every small turn, every small challenge, every small hole that can let you sink there and be there into eternity, is the Guru and no one else. He is the only one who has been there and helped several people move through all these paths and reach the destination safely, that too in a lifetime. One of the reasons I believe we keep coming back is, even if 1 in a million makes the attempt to move on their own, practice 24/7, even without the aid of say pranahuti or whatever, Yet they can't move beyond a point, mainly because of this. Once I remember we were with Chariji Maharaj, and people are talking about one of the journeys they had with Chariji Maharaj in US, and how they kept losing the direction to the place they were supposed to go. And every time Chariji Maharaj had to tell them the way to the place where they themselves were quite familiar. Then he jokingly remarked, even in a physical terrain where maps and GPS are available, people many times can't even decide whether to take a bridge or to go on the side. How are you going to manage? How are you people going to manage in a spiritual terrain where there are no coordinators, where there are no GPS, where there are no signals to show you the way? And then he revealed the greatest secret. Absolute dependence on the Master, absolute dependence on the living Master is the only way in which you can traverse the path. Literally blindfolded. And actually, we are in a way blindfolded. How many of us can exactly say that this is exactly the place I am in, even if you are moving from one point to another, unless the Guru tells you? As I said, surrender, love, and faith in the living Master. And with assiduous practice, as he says, practice like never before, is the only way in which you can reach the goal, the highest goal that is possible in this human life, with the help of the Master. Otherwise, it can be one of the most treacherous paths that we would have taken. Think about it. Would you be able to manage anything on your own, or would you like to completely dissolve and allow him to take over and ensure that this journey is successful in this lifetime alone? Thank you.